we are with Martin Woska from TRIAD Advertising, Slovakia. And yeah, he's one of the winners of goals in innovation and integrated category, which I was the president of, fortunately. And so I want to ask him a few questions about the winning work.
Thank you, Ilkay. First of all, thank you for the award. It's the first gold for Slovakia.
Ah, how nice.
So
well deserved.
In 2018, people in Slovakia owed, in average, more money than they were able to save. One of the reasons is the obsession with instant gratification and impulsive online shopping. To promote savings and deposit products for the VUB bank in Slovakia, we had to fight an unstoppable army of automated emails, retargeting, search marketing, SEO, banners, social, programmatic, and even artificial intelligence. All set up to make people click the most important button of e-commerce. So we came up with an idea to provide a simple but powerful alternative, the VUB money saving button. A simple browser plugin which adds next to every Add to Cart a Rather Save button. After installation, it is displayed next to every single item on the most used e-shops in Slovakia, from the local ones to AliExpress or eBay. Now, before ordering anything, people have a second or two to think about rather saving the money. They can even click the button and transfer the saved amount directly to a savings account. And they truly did. During the campaign, the total savings of Slovaks tripled compared to last year. Thanks to the money-saving button, people now have a real choice: add to cart or rather save.
Okay, so Martin, can I ask you a few questions about the work?
Sure, let's go.
Okay, Martin is the creative director of TRIAD, and he's going to be answering our questions today. So it was one of our favorite pieces. That's why we, gave it a gold, of course. Please, can you first start with telling us about the brief of the client?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Actually, glad to hear it. It was a favorite piece of you. Thank you. So the brief, actually, this saving button was a part of a bigger campaign, and it was just like fifth layer of the campaign, let's say, and it had a bigger umbrella. It was for our client VUB bank. It's the second largest bank in Slovakia, so like around 2 million clients. We are just 5.5 million people country, Slovakia. So please multiply every number I say by 30 if you want to have it like in any other country. So as I said, this is the second largest bank. So this bank really has impact on the behavior of the citizens and on the financial behavior as well. And in 2018, for the first time, not very financial healthy thing happened, and that was for the first time the debt of Slovaks rose above their savings, and it means all the banks has to gain deposits from the citizens to have it and to reinvest them. This was how the opportunity emerged for a win-win strategy. We could teach Slovaks regularly to save money, and on the other hand, gain deposits for the bank and gain money for investing and for handling it. So this was also an opportunity to do something good for the society because it's really a bad habit not to save money. This was also the first approach from our side, from the creative and strategy side, that not saving money is another bad habit, because everybody can save money. That doesn't matter if you earn 1,000 euros or 10,000 euros monthly, you can save something. And it's okay to start in small amounts, but to do it regularly. That was our main insight. And if I say, if you start in small amounts but you do it regularly, that sounds something like addiction in there, something like a positive addiction. And that was our creative concept as well. It was called the VUB saving therapy. And we constructed a group therapy. There was a TVAD about a group therapy of people that want to get addicted to saving.
Nice.
And we have this group therapy led by her, by Petra. Then we had one-to-one therapy sessions with Petra and the characters from the TV ad, but elaborated in YouTube pre-rolls. So there was very particular tips on how to save money every month, but in a funny way with the actors from the group therapy. And then the next layer was just retargeting with funny warnings. If you know the funny government warnings about, for example, they are on cigarettes or alcohol, like for example, it's not good for pregnant women and 18 years old. And we reversed it in financial terms and had these warnings from VUB bank, and they were like, saving money is prosperous for pregnant women and children under 18 years, or saving money prospers you and your closest ones. Yes. So these reversed warnings. And in another layer, then afterwards, everything was done. The campaign was ready, but we still wanted to do something in the e-commerce environment, because overspending is one of the biggest enemies of saving, obviously. And Slovakia as well, like 92% of Slovaks shopped online. And
did that number, of course, increase with the pandemic? Like after the COVID situation, probably like everywhere else, online shopping went crazy, right?
Yes, it was the same in Slovakia. But one important thing is that this campaign actually aired before COVID. So it is. If you remember the times before COVID, I know it's hard, but it's 2 years ago, and everything was kind of normal back then. But
I can't remember anything anymore.
me as well. It's pretty hard to do. But yes, it's the same in Slovakia. Everything is e-commerce even accelerated in Slovakia during the pandemic, but also before in 2018-19. People shopped online pretty much. And according to data, we have found out that almost half of the shopping decisions online are made spontaneously. That means they are not planned. There happens like, I see a nice banner, nice product, a shiny new, I don't know, clothes or sneakers, and I go for it because there is a discount, for example.
So that is probably the main insight behind this piece of idea. Yeah, I understand that it's a big platform idea, but coming to this piece of work specifically, the idea is super, one of the reasons we loved it, it's super simple for retail shopping. As you say, that is probably the insight behind the idea, that instant shopping, huh?
Yes, that instant gratification and the spontaneous online shopping, it's a thing that was here for years. And as I said, if you think about e-commerce and all the tools e-commerce uses, it's almost scary, because at the second you go to a social media or any platform or website, there's something present and wants you to direct to that button. as it said in the case, that is the most important button of the internet of e-commerce, the add to cart button. All the tools want to, at the end of the day, direct you to that button and makes you to click it. So we provided an alternative that is right next to it. That's what I liked about it as well, because that's maybe a good idea, but it's not. But what enabled us to do it, because you can come up with the idea, but it's not that easy to do, to place a button on every e-shop. You cannot do that. So the next nice thing was the technical idea, and to use the Chrome plugin and the technology behind it that makes it real. So anybody that goes to the Chrome App Store or is directed through our campaign there, they can install this plugin. It's like an ad blocker.
Yeah. Okay.
Anybody that knows ad blockers, this is working like an ad blocker, but it's not blocking the button. It's adding another one right next to it.
But still, was there any like reaction from those stores? Like, because you have real results over there about people not buying their products. Did you receive any like comments or reactions from them?
From the stores? No,
yeah.
no, from the stores we haven't received no reaction.
Actually, isn't it very cool that even those stores joined this movement? Because it's a crazy human appetite now over the all this course of shopping, and we love brands that lead us to good places, that lead us to good, not always lead us to consumerism, but we respect those kind of brands more. I think it would be even cooler for them to join this movement of saving themselves, but this doesn't always happen, of course.
Sure, that would be totally cool, yeah. But always, I think if you do some good as a brand, there always has to be some win-win proposition. It's like, for example, in this campaign, from the bank's point of view, it's a win-win because people save more money, they have more money, the banks. So, and I think everything you do in the communication and in the world of brands as well has to have at least something like this win-win proposition. The people and the society has to get something from it, and the brand as well. Otherwise, it wouldn't work. So maybe it's karma only, but it's okay still.
And so, can you please tell us a little bit about the process? So you got this idea, and how do you work these kind of ideas in your agency? Do you have a technological company, ally company that you work with? Since this is the integrated and innovation category, can you give us some tips about how to make these ideas come to life? Because I know that a lot of agencies, ourselves and all of us, we experience, we got bright ideas and they don't come to life very often. So can you tell us about that process and maybe give us some tips?
Yeah, a great question. Yes, we don't have any external company except the one we founded as well. But the most of these tech ideas also in the past happen right here because we employ programmers, developers right here in our company, and they are literally sitting next to art directors, creative, social media managers. So they are part of the team as with all along all other job positions. And I can see this is a very big value. We have also all our famous work is happening from it's two things. It's culture. It's deeply rooted in culture campaigns, or it's some tech hacks, and that is emerging from this combination. So you take developers and mix them into a real creative team, and that is how such thing can happen. Also, our other things happened because we have had a brainstorming with programmers, or we employ account managers, creatives. They are pretty much skilled in digital, and me as well, and the other two owners of TRIAD are skilled in digital, or were ex-programmers, developers, and my two partners that own the company with me are mathematicians and physicians. So wow. this is easily done then.
Cool. Yeah, it's nice to integrate them within the teams, right? I mean, that's the best ideal, I think, ideal situation. But I mean,
it's hard. I know it has some problems.
Yeah.
And that's why, for example, we had many programmers in the past where digital and this kind of microsites and apps were hyped like 5 to 10 years ago. We employed like 12 programmers inside the company, but then we found out it's something the market and the brand needs somehow diverged from it, and it was becoming all about reach, social media, influencers, and digital changed. And that's why we also split it. These developers and programmers, they have their own company for software development, but we still have 2-3 programmers right here just to have this atmosphere of technology and technology.
Good. And how was the impact of winning awards for your client and for your agency people? What are the feelings? I mean, do the clients in general care about winning awards in Slovakia? I'm curious about that. And how do your people feel? Are they motivated? What do you think?
Yes, very much. Of course, we are pretty glad. The downside was we won, I don't know how many awards for this campaign, but not enough still. but we cannot celebrate because we were locked down. All awards we received like on the Zoom where we are talking right now. But of course, anybody wants to get a reward for their job, and it's not only in money, and that's nice about the advertising world, all these awards. But what I'm especially grateful is that we won not only awards for the creative part, but for the effective part.
Actually, these are my questions. Anything else you want to add? It's a lovely piece. I congratulate the whole team again. It's nice to see, this integration of technology within our work. Most of the time, people think that it's rocket science. I mean, but the insight is very important. I mean, even if it's technology is commodity. I mean, the information is there, available to everyone, and what is special is the insight. And the sociological drive behind those insights. So I'm glad that this kind of a piece is a perfect example of that. It's about human nature and our relation with shopping. Seeing that add to cart button, we go crazy without thinking. And thank you for making us think for a few seconds right before buying. So I even like the wording there, rather safe. I think it's a cool kind of wording. I mean, instead of buying that stupid thing, you can save a little bit. That is convincing also. So congratulations again.
Thank you very much, Ilkay. It's an honor to me, especially from one of the most creative women in the world.
Oh, thank you. No. Okay, thank you, Martin. Say hi to your whole team again from us, okay?
Thank you. I will definitely do that.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye. Bye-bye.